was fine, but it was far from the fairy tale I'd imagined for myself. Instead of facing my feelings, I tried to distract myself from them for 8 freaking years. I mean, that is so relatable. So relatable. Radical confidence. 10 no bullshit lessons to becoming the hero of your own life is a system for demanding a more than fine existence. It's about learning to run towards a life that you love. I went from a housewife with no prior business experience to co-founder of a billion-dollar company, and now I am the voice of a personal development world. I did it by making over my mindset. I realized that I didn't need to wait to feel confident to go after my dreams. I could acknowledge my doubts, my insecurities, my fear of embarrassment, and my guilt for wanting more than I already had, and let all those negative things become the fuel for creating the change I needed. In this book, I'll teach you how to have radical confidence and change the conversation with the mean girl in your head and over to overcome your insecurities and fears. I'll share how I went from cultural expectations, navigated family pressure, dealt with a crippling health crisis, and eventually went to become the hero of my life. And homie, that's what I want for you too. Radical confidence gives you the process, the kick in the butt, and the stitch in your side, laughter that you need to go after whatever you want in life. So let's get ready. Let's go. Man, it doesn't get any easier than this book. Honestly, she really breaks it down super easy, and she is kick-ass, she is badass, and very relatable. I definitely recommend this. Radical Confidence. Okay. The next book is called The Body Keeps the Score: Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. Now, I've read this book, but I'm rereading it just because it is a book that has so much information about trauma and how that gets stored into our bodies and how it really affects us in adulthood. The trauma that we've experienced as children, and I'm telling you, you just have to read it. I'm gonna read to you the back a little bit. Trauma is a fact of life. Veterans and their families deal with the painful aftermath of combat. 1 in 5 Americans has been molested. 1 in 4 grew up with alcoholics. 1 in 3 couples have engaged in physical violence. Dr. Vezel van der Kolk, one of the world's foremost experts on trauma, has spent over 3 decades working with survivors. In The Body Keeps the Score, he issues recent scientific advances to represents an interdisciplinary holistic approach to mind, body, soul wellness unlike any other. Self-healing requires a daily commitment to small, sustainable actions that cumulatively lead to lasting change. And how to do the work, LaPera shows readers how to recognize their core beliefs, identify conditioned thought patterns, and tune into their own intuition in a process of reconnecting to their true selves. Throughout this process, readers may recognize the lasting impact of past experiences and traumas on current relationships, beliefs, and behaviors. These behaviors, which are in part a product of psychological stress responses in the body, can keep people stuck in frustrating, painful patterns of codependency and self-betrayal. That's a whole lot to unpack. And it is, like, healing is like Pandora's box. There's a lot to unpack there. And I do feel like having a guide is so nice because it helps to facilitate our feelings and how to appropriately, be able to put that energy in a constructive way. So I'm going to be going more in detail about these. So again, if you enjoy these videos, let me know, because I'm all about healing and self-healing, especially because I truly do believe that we are our own best healers and we can be the hero of our own life. But it takes guidance, and it takes work and commitment, and yeah, you're not alone. So let me know, girl. Okay. And the last one that I have is such a great book, Dr. Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural. Now, I've only read a little bit of this because this book is super, like, in depth. Like, this goes deep. It is a lot, and it's a lot about epigenetics. And Dr. Joe, I love his work. He's very much similar to the Dr. Nicole LaPera believes, and the how your body keeps a score, very much on how our mind, depending on how it's wired and what we've experienced, can actually make us sick, and make our body sick, because we are a living organism, and there's no living organism that can live in a state of like stress, right? So the fight or flight mode constantly, and be okay. Eventually the body, because it's a living organism in constant stress, releasing all that cortisol, will create problems, and he goes in deep. And the biggest thing I love about that is that just like our mind can make us sick, can our mind then make us healthy, right? And he goes into so much detail. I'm not even gonna go in because it's a lot, but I'll read to you what it says here. What would it mean to become supernatural? What if we could train your brain to tune into frequencies beyond our material world? Change your brain circuitry and chemistry to access transcendental levels of awareness and transform your very biology to enable profound healing. This one of the abilities Dr. Joe Dispenza offers in the revolutionary book, a set of tools that allows ordinary people to reach extraordinary states of being. Dr. Joe, author of the New York Times bestseller, You Are the Placebo, draws on up-to-the-minute research in neuroscience, epigenetics, psychoneuroimmunology, neurocardiology, electromagnetism, and quantum physics to show how human transformation and change takes place and what it can mean for our lives. In these pages, you'll explore how to free yourself from the past by reconditioning your body to a new mind, how to shift your awareness into the quantum field of infinite possibilities, and much more, using tools and practices ranging from the state-of-the-art brain imaging to exercise such as walking, meditation, and a technique to strengthen your immune system by thoughts alone. Dr. Joe offers nothing less than a program for stepping outside of our physical reality and into a new world. I mean, healing is not just emotional, it's physically, mentally, spiritually. So then you have an understanding of it's not, everything is not just physical, right? It's also a chemical reaction. So it's a great read. I mean, just read the book. It's, I'm telling you, you'll have such a deep and different perspective on how the mind works and how it connects to the body, especially if you read it in conjunctions with the other books. I'm telling you, you will be set. Believe me, you will be set to your healing journey to a success, and I really hope you take that chance on yourself, because we all deserve to be happy and to live our best lives, but that can't happen if we don't put in the effort or the work to make those things come to fruition. But I know that you watching this and listening to this, it means that you genuinely want to take that journey, and I'm happy for you and know that I'm rooting for you and that I'm here to support that journey for you. So if there's anything I can do, whether it's ASMR or hearing my own stories or tips that I've used to heal myself, let me know. I am rooting for you. I see you and know that you